This is real, this is me, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. Guys, welcome to Shell on Mother Earth. Welcome to Shell on Earth. This is my new podcast, vlogcast, whatever the you want to call it, because let's just say I'm in my flop era with all my other projects and endeavors, and that's okay because I'm only human and I believe when I fall down. Y'all know that song? Is that fucking Christina Perry? Oh my god, wait. The girl who did the Twilight song? I say Twilight song, but I feel like it's more like wedding song. I have died every day waiting for you. You know what I'm talking about? Anyways. Guys, this is my new podcast. I'm normally, for anybody who doesn't know me, my name is usually, my alias online is Cheeky Goblin, aka Cheeky. But I think it's time to move on. And y'all are like, wait a damn second. I don't mean like completely ditching it, okay? I don't mean completely ditching it. I mean, I have been doing this for so long and I'm so over it. No offense to my community. Twitch like really fucking hurts my spirit. I don't know how to describe it. For anybody who doesn't know me, I have been a Twitch streamer for the past few years, maybe even close to 4 years. I don't remember. I don't remember what's going on. It was like beginning of pandemic till now. So 4 years, I don't fucking know. But, and don't be trying to look at my fucking juicy ass in the mirror, okay? Shit. Don't look. But yeah, so I've been a Twitch streamer partnered on Twitch for a very long time. I got partnered pretty early in my career, about 6 months in, I think, 5 or 6 months. And then it was going really, really well. I think it was because of COVID. And, you know, like the pandemic made everyone inside, like forced everyone inside. Everyone was online. Everyone was like, you know, trying to find something to do. And during that time was like the prime time to become a Twitch streamer, I guess, because, you know, everyone was at home. Excuse me, damn, I just ate a ton of Taco Bell. That Cantina menu is my ultimate shit. The Cantina soft taco, the chicken soft taco, busting. If I had a wiener, I would have preed in my jeans. Let's just say that. Anywho, I didn't take my medication today because I couldn't find it. And I just found it, but it's too late in the day. So if I'm scatterbrained, that's why. But yeah, so I was doing Twitch for a long time. I was also trying to do all these other like online endeavors at the same time, like TikTok for my personal page, my Twitch page, like a crafting page. And then I started a podcast with my partner called Goblin Mode. And that was really great because I called it a vlogcast because it was always like out and about stuff, or we would podcast at the house. And it was so much fun, but he works full time. Well, almost full time now. And I can't wait on him to like have the same schedule as me to do things. He'll probably sometimes pop in on here. I don't know, but I just wanted to have my own thing that was like just me. And I wanted it to be something that I would want to watch. We'll get into it later during the media segment, but I really, really, really love watching podcasts on YouTube. It's my ultimate shit. I do it all day, every day. We'll get into my favorites later on, but usually I'm doing stuff around the house, chores, projects, DIY, blah, blah, blah. And the entire time there is either a podcast on YouTube or an audiobook being played out loud. And it brings me a lot of joy. And I have my faves of all of that. We'll get into that later. But yeah, so I'm trying to kind of transition into, I don't know, like a new persona or something, like, or take away my persona, because I've been cheeky online for so long that it's like who I have become. I'm not even kidding, this is so dramatic, but there was a time recently where I had been cheeky for so long that I like felt weird being called my real name. And like, if you're somebody from my real life that knows me, you are so like outside of my online life and persona and all that, that it's probably like super hard to grasp what it's like, especially if you're not like a chronically online sick in the head motherfucker like me and everyone else that is online all the time. But yeah, you kind of become your alias. You become this person that, you know, you create your own personality on the internet. It's wild. Like, I don't even know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of my community is going to see this because I'm going to promo it because I want it to do well. But I feel like a lot of people don't even know my name is Shell. So that might be like shocking. I mean, a lot of my closer friends on Twitch and like my moderators, and, you know, I've let it slip a couple times, but like usually you don't use your real name because you're scared to get doxxed or stalked or whatever. So yeah, it might come as a surprise to some of you guys that my name is Shell. And I'm letting y'all know now. So if you're here in the beginning of this era, I'll tell you now. My real name is Shelby. Shelby. But I go by Shell. I don't really like the name Shelby. I like it. Sorry, my mom and dad are watching this like, oh, you don't like your fucking name? You don't like your fucking name? No, I like my name, but like, I feel like whenever my whole name is said, I feel like I'm in trouble. Like, I feel like it's like it's too proper, you know? And everyone's always called me Shell. Like, all my IRL friends have always called me Shell. So, or Sheller or Shelly, but most of the time just Shell. So yeah, that's why this is Shell on Earth, because life is hell on Earth most of the time. So I was like, oh, Shell on Earth. I thought it was cute. Whatever, fuck you. But anyways, my favorite types of podcasts to watch are ones where you feel like you're hanging out with the person while they just kind of like peruse around the internet. And I was like, you know what? I want to do that. I want to do that for people who are fans of me or who want to be fans of me. Or if you're new to the channel, I want you to be a fan and a friend. Come on in. Come on in. I have had a very long life of laughter. I've been making people laugh, and myself mainly. Anyone will tell you I laugh at my own jokes more than anybody. It's fucking sad. But I was voted class clown in 2009 back in high school. Went to the principal's office a lot for that. I have been, you know, trying to make people laugh since the dawn of time. In my life, I mean, like since I was little. So I don't know, it's just ingrained in me. I love making people laugh. I love making myself laugh. So if you're into that and you want to like learn new shit, I just want to like talk about stuff that I like am interested in, or like current events, not like depressing, like fucked up news, which we will like, you know, bring up things that are important, but I'm not going to sit here and, you know, try to be Hassan and talk about like actual current events. Like, it'll be a little bit of that, like a little sprinkle, but it'll mostly be like, whoa, did you see that they like saw aliens this week? Like, that's fucking crazy. You know, stuff like that. Stuff that's like interesting, but not gonna like put you into a depressive spiral for the day. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try my best to keep lists of topics and things going throughout the week. That way, whenever I post an episode, you'll be ready for it. I think I would like to try and have a specific day. I'm going to find that bird outside is so fucking loud. The birds around my house are actually my biggest fucking ops. I am going to go buy a gun. The other morning, there was one outside of my window that was just like, and I woke up, like, my eyes, like, cracked open, like, Sandy cheeks. Remember whenever that episode of SpongeBob where Sandy, like, wakes up from hibernation, and she's, like, and her eyes are all, like, bloodshot and fucked up? That was me from that bird. So the birds around here are my biggest ops, and I will be buying a gun. And if I'm not able to shoot them, I'm turning it on myself. I'm like, I want to start my own podcast and be monetized and be a YouTuber. Immediately my channel gets flagged and banned and demonetized permanently. Oh shit. Oh. But yeah, sorry for the loud ass fucking birds. Right before I started this, like literally 5 seconds before I hit record, there was like what sounded like fighter pilots flying over and choppers. I was like, dude, I'm in the most rural fucking booty ass cheeks area of my state. I'm like, why are y'all doing this? What the fuck is going on? I need to get a fucking police scanner. We'll get into that another time. I think that would be fun to like do, but then I might talk to myself. Who knows? So this is the very first episode of Shell on Earth. There are other things on my channel that I probably am going to leave up, but this is like the first legit episode. I would like to make them about an hour long, but you know, they'll probably be between 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how much content I have for the week. And sometimes it might go over. And you can put it on in the background while you clean. You can listen to it before you go to bed. You can just subscribe and comment and thumbs up the videos, even if you don't want to watch them. Just help me out. But yeah, I would love that. I'd be so grateful. I am sitting in my new office. For anybody in my community from Twitch, if you're watching this, a lot of y'all know that I moved from my old camper to a new camper that we purchased. And I love it because now I have an office, there's a fucking fighter pilot going over. Y'all are gonna make me act up. I'm just like, with my new gun. That was a joke. It was a fucking airsoft gun or one of those ones that shoots water Orbeez. Where was I? Okay, so I live in a camper. I love living in a camper. I just didn't love living in my old one because I didn't have an office and I was just like in my kitchen, like the slide out in my kitchen was my office. So in this one, I turned the main master bedroom into my office, which is so slay. I have my reading nook over here, my cozy little area. As you can see, I have my whole setup in the reflection and I did this sick ass wallpaper. Yeah, I'll do a tour. I'm planning on doing, I've always wanted to do like a AD, like home tour, but not a celebrity, like just like some rando like me in a fucking camper. I think it would be so funny because it's like the polar opposite of what they usually do. But doing like a really, like nicely edited walkthrough with my nice camera and, you know, shooting a whole thing. I want to do that. I'm almost done with all my DIY projects. So, yeah, that's coming up, besties. That's coming up. So be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Yeah. But besides that, I do not have a normal job. For a long time, Twitch was my full-time job. Before that, I was in the service industry as a server for over 10 years. Probably like over 12 years, to be honest. It was the thing I did the longest in my life. And I loved it for a really long time until I got burnt the fuck out and it was just like hell on earth. And then whenever the pandemic hit, I lost my job. I got laid off like everybody else. I was getting that sweet unemployment, which was sick because I was like, bro, I've been paying into this my whole entire fucking life in my taxes. And I'm never going to see it. And then I saw it. Slay. So that was great. And then I started Twitch and I was doing really, really well on Twitch for a while, to the point where my partner didn't even have to work. I didn't make him get a job when COVID was over. And that was cool. It felt really good. It felt like reverse gender roles. I was like, yeah, you stay home, you fine bitch, and you make me a sandwich. He really what he did. He cooked and cleaned, and I was like, hell fucking yeah. This is how it should be. Reverse patriarchy. What's the word for misandry? Is that what it is? Of when women suppress men? I don't fucking know. I think it is. I don't know. Fuck it. But yeah, so that was cool. And then eventually, because people were going back to work from COVID, my income went from like here and was like to where I was getting like nothing. And then that in turn made me like really insecure about my, you know, like my content and my content creation in general. I was like, oh my God, like people hate me now. Like nobody likes my content. Like I'm not making any money. And, you know, after a long time, I realized like, oh, it wasn't me. It was a culmination of people going back to work and me streaming a little bit less and less and less over time because of feeling insecure about what I was doing. And I switched from doing ASMR to doing variety content like gaming, reaction, whatever. And ASMR was like the big draw. But it was just a lot on my mental health. Because that's the thing is I loved creating ASMR content. It was the weirdo freak bitches that were like really, there was a disconnect with like how I was treated and like, you know, like the autism of it all. I was just like, this is too much. You don't have any boundaries. Like you are treating me like I am like your mommy or something. I don't know. It was weird. It got weird. And, you know, the majority of my community was fantastic. Love you guys. Shout out goblins. Shout out the goblins. Love you. But yeah, I love 99% of my community. There was just like a little sprinkle of freak bitches that just like ruined it for me. And, you know, you'd be like, oh, you could just ban them. But I either would and they would make new accounts, or it was someone you like can't really ban because they haven't really done anything wrong. It's like there's a whole, the politics of it all is crazy. Like, and the behind the scenes shit is just, it's too much. It's a lot. And I'm not going to quit streaming. Like I'm still going to stream here and there, but I would ideally like to do YouTube full time because this to me is more chill, like having like one-on-one time with you guys or it feeling like one-on-one, you know what I mean? Like just chilling and people not being able to make me, I mean, there was a lot of times where people would try to throw me off in Twitch chat and say weird shit or like be a freak bitch or whatever, or try to dox me live. And I would just be like, it would, normally I could brush it off because I was a professional. I was like, yeah, oh, whatever, moving on. But now it affects me so differently. Like I was just, I don't know. I like this because I feel like I can just like do what I want. I can edit it and post. Like if I need to take like a fucking 5-minute break on the fly, I can just edit it out really quick. And if you're like me, and you're an iPad baby who like needs to have YouTube videos in their face all day, this is great. It's just more content to ingest. And I'm always here for that. I literally wake up whenever I get my coffee or my energy drink or whatever the fuck I'm enjoying. I immediately put on YouTube and I see which one of my podcasts is on for the day. And if there's not a new one up, like if they skip because they're on tour or something, or, you know, I feel like abandoned. Like I feel like my friend has left me behind, which is so fucking dramatic. But yeah, so I'm like, you know, I feel like adding more content to YouTube is not a bad thing. Sometimes on other platforms, I'm like, sometimes adding more content out there, I'm like, people could live without this, you know? But I don't know. And I feel like YouTube will be around till the end of time. It's like one of those constants in the content scene that I feel like won't, ever go anywhere. And if it does, I'm sure it'll just like rebrand to something else. I don't fucking know. But yeah, please like and subscribe. Let's get this thing cracking. The more like momentum that I get with this, the more I'll be like willing to post. And I'm not like, if I don't do well, I'm not posting. I'm not trying to say that. Like, I'm just saying, like, if I don't get any like good feedback at all, it'll make my inner monologue be like, you fucking suck. You don't need to do this. Like, back out. And I really, really want to try at this. I want it to work this time because I feel like after being a content creator for so long, or it feels so long, I guess it's been 4 to 5 years, of attempting, and not seeing the success that I want to see. It really like hurts my ego and it hurts my confidence. So yeah, if there's anything you guys want to see or talk about or have me talk about, or review, please comment it below. I will take all comments seriously. Okay. So let me know what you think. But for now, I do have like a huge list of stuff already that I want to talk about with you guys, but I am still trying to get my audio squared away because I have my Zoom and like all my stuff, because usually I use my Yeti and my little fuckler. I use my Yeti for streaming, and I know I can use that for this, but I wanted it to have like separate audio so I can like make it sound crisper and nicer, because for some reason my Yeti like has a mind of its own and the audio sounds scuffed all the fucking time. So yeah, we're zooming right now over here with this, and then in post I'm gonna edit them to line up. And yeah, but I have like things I want to add in. I want to have like different segments. I want to have like an intro song. I'm kind of like thinking of jingles right now. Maybe I'll come up with one by the time this comes out. But yeah, like I need to get it cracking. I feel like it'll be really fun. I'm really hopeful about it. I need something to like pour my energy into, because what I was trying to say earlier is I don't have like a normal job. I do content creation plus my main income, which is Etsy. I sell stickers. You can get them right here. Here's the info. Here's the stickers. I do offer free mailing, so I feel like it's more affordable than typical sticker shops, because you'll go to a sticker shop and it's like $4.50 for a sticker or $5, and you're like, okay, sick, that's not bad. And then you go add it to your cart and it's like plus $4 for shipping, and you're like, bro, it's a sticker, come on. So what I do is just like mail. I do like a shipping mail label, so like essentially like a digital stamp, which like 1 in every like 90 goes missing. Most of the time they're very reliable. So, and it's free. I just lump it in with the cost. So it's usually like $4.50 to $5.50 total for a sticker, including mailing. So yeah, get yourself a sticker. I have some more designs coming. And if you have any designs that you want to see in the shop, fucking put them below, okay? I'm about to work on a Timothy Chalamet! Because someone messaged me and they were like, hey, you have any Timothy Chalamet designs in the noggin? And I was like, nope, but I'll figure one out. I don't mind it, really, I don't. So if you have anything, obviously don't say like, can I get a Charlie Chaplin sticker? Because first of all, I'll be like, you need therapy. And second of all, I'll be like, you're the only motherfucker on earth that's going to buy the sticker, so no. Also, I learned somewhere like recently, maybe not recently actually, I learned somewhere along the timeline that Charlie Chaplin was a fucking freak bitch. Like, freak. Hold on, we gotta look this up. Okay, he was kind of fine when he was young. Wait a minute. Wait, no, we don't like him. He's a freak bitch. What did Charlie Chaplin do? I'm like, it's like he starred in films. Like, no, we need to know the tea. We need to know what he did wrong. Okay, here we go. Leave it to Reddit. Leave it to Reddit. Okay, it says, not only did he have a massive ego, but he impregnated and married and divorced, in that order, multiple teenage girls and demanded they perform humiliating sexual acts. When he married his last wife when she was 18, they had 8 kids. He was reportedly quite awful, almost abusive to his kids, trying to publicly humiliate them as much as possible. What the fwig? Someone said, I literally don't know who that is. Whoa, you don't know fucking Charlie Chaplin? What the fwig? Someone said, you know, he was the guy who did all the slapstick silent films. Duh. People today, like Gen Z and younger, are like, what the fuck is a silent film? Are you kidding me? A movie with no sound? Fuck that. I mean, I say fuck that. And I know what it is. Fuck that shit. Don't be trying to look at my dogs in the mirror. Okay, yeah, I mean, but basically he like did some shit. Everyone thought he was like a socialist, like empathizer, or sorry, like a communist sympathizer, or so whatever was happening at that point in time. I don't know what the fuck was happening in the 20s or 30s, whenever that was going on. And so he was like exiled, and then he like was doing a bunch of freak bitch shit overseas. I don't know, but apparently he was a really bad guy, and mainly because he was a fucking predator. Where was I going with that? Wow. But yeah, shit like that. I want to do, I want to like learn together and like look up weird shit together and talk about funny shit together. You know what I'm saying? Which I will give you one thing, because I was going to say I have a long list. This video is going to be on the shorter side because I need to get my bearings with, you know, editing and figuring out my flow and staying on task. So if you're subscribing and you're coming back, just know it's going to be a little bit more structured next week. And also, I'm thinking that I should post on Monday, like post on Mondays, I mean, but if you guys think it should be a different day, let me know. So I'll put it up on the screen. There's this guy who went viral from Turkey. Because, you know, people be going over to Turkey to get facelifts, veneers, crazy shit, you know. And this page called Este Med Istanbul TR is the page. But a lot of my podcasts talked about it that I watch, and I was like, fuck, like I never have had a unique thought in my life, because I was like, ooh, I'm gonna talk about this on my podcast, and then everyone else was like, did y'all see? And I was like, fuck. But anyways, most podcasts are the same. But yeah, this guy on the screen, I'm gonna put him right here. This old motherfucker had so many surgeries that he looks like a different person. It says, we performed a facelift, neck lift, lower eyelid bleph, upper bleph, buccal fat removal, rhinoplasty, hair transplant on our patient, Michael. Motherfucker, this is not the same person. Everyone's like, no, it is the same person. I'm like, his eyes, I can't tell if his eyes look brighter, because like, it looks like his eyes are brown on both pictures, but the one knew him, Michael 2.0, he looks like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, which I would too if I went from looking like that to that. Oh my god. I'm like, dude, did you get a fucking beard transplant too? Because what the fuck? Shit. But I said this to my partner. I said, can you believe what? I was like, you go to a club and you see Michael 2.0, right? And you're like, damn, he's kind of fine. He's kind of given like, you know, he could be in like a new age Pirates of the Caribbean. And you're like, hey, hey, Michael. You go home with him, right? You're like, damn, he's fine as hell. First off, what does his body look like? Because it's like from here up, you're looking good, Michael. I'm not going to front. You're looking good. From here down, Michael, I know they didn't do your entire body. There's no way. So you literally have like a 25-year-old, okay, 25, that's 35-year-old neck and face. And then whenever he's naked, he has like I would say an old man body. This guy's probably like 65 max. I'm like, what? You're gonna take someone home and you're like catfishing the fuck out of them. You literally, you're gonna be fucking an old man. Like, you would not fuck this guy, but you would fuck this guy. And you're in for a fucking surprise. when old Mikey takes his clothes off, you're gonna see that 65-year-old ding-a-lang and his 65-year-old titties. And you're gonna be like, damn, Michael, why'd you fuck me up like this? He's gonna be like, this is real, this is me, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, I wanna let the light shine on me, now I found who I am. If you know what that's from. But yeah, I don't know. I'm happy for him because he looks great. Like, he's eating the house down boots. He's sexy. Michael's sexy. And if I looked like that to that, I would have so much confidence you couldn't tell me shit. You could not tell me shit. But at the same time, I think I'm a little bit scared for whoever goes after him sexually. That sounds like predator vibes. I'm saying pursues him in a relationship or sexually. Because they're in for a surprise. Also, what would you even do? What would you even do if you were like talking with Michael 2.0 and you were like, oh, like, I just love you. Like, you're like my dream guy. And he like finally comes clean and he's like, hello, small beast. You gonna come up here? Wow, quiet on set. Am I right? Fuck. But so you're in love with Michael 2.0, and what if he finally comes clean and he's like, on his flip phone, because he probably has a flip phone, he's like, I have to tell you something. What, Michael? I've been harboring a secret. Michael, talk to me. What's wrong? I have to show you what I looked like 3 months ago. What are you talking about, Michael? You're scaring me. He goes, it's Eric Horn. He's like, this is what I really look like. I don't know why I pictured this guy like being from Turkey. And that's not even what their accent sounds like. Just go with it. And she's like, What are you speaking of, Michael? I had the surgery. This is what I look like 3 months ago. Michael. It can go one of two ways. Option A. Michael, I am gonna need time to think about this. That's actually really crazy. I can't believe you didn't tell me. You don't even look anything like that. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Okay, or option B. Michael. Silly. I don't care. You are you, and I am me, and I love you, no matter if you look like that or you look like how you look now. I just wanna be with you. Yeah, so, I don't know. Good luck out there, Michael. Good luck. I saw on the TMG podcast, they were like, bro, he had so much work done. If he sneezes too hard, it's over. Like, everything's gonna come undone. I was like, yeah, dude. Like, that's, ow, I punched my desk. That's like, it's a lot. That's a lot of surgeries to have for one person. Like, you would be, I feel like you would almost benefit from like being in a coma while you heal. Let's get into the media of the week. I need to think of a jingle for that too. Cue it, media of the week. What the hell? Let's get into it. I read, podcast and watch movies and shows. So there's always going to be plenty of media to discuss, okay? Currently, right, fresh off the top of the dome, I just went to see Furiosa, the Mad Max saga prequel, essentially. It was fantastic. I am a huge fan of the first one. I'm saying Fury Road, not the Mel Gibson ones. And I thought that this one was better, or at least on par. I thought it was better stylistically. I mean, they're almost identical stylistically, but like they did some things different that I really appreciated. And then the villain was more interesting than the first movie. I mean, he was in this one as well because it's a prequel, but he wasn't like the main villain. But anyways, it was really great. Go see it if you haven't, and if you like Mad Max. I am currently trying to book a mini vacation to the sand dunes so I can go rent a dirt bike and ride through the dunes because I want to so bad. I love doing like four-wheelers, dirt bikes, like, you know, I don't know what that's called. I call it X Games. My brain is like, oh, that's X Games. That's literally not what that is. Extreme outdoor motor sports. I don't know. What do you even call that shit? But I've been wanting to do it for a while. So I'm like, I'm trying to do it now because watching a Mad Max movie will make you want to ride a fucking dirt bike, or drive a car really fast. And now I want to. But yeah, so I watched that. Fantastic. This doesn't really, I didn't watch this recently, but it's just on the top of my mind. But there's a fucking, okay, y'all remember the movie Osmosis Jones, right? It's like about like your immune system, but it's an animated film. I think it's from like 2003 or something. It's very old. And Kid Rock is in it, and he sings this song. I'll put it here. I don't even give a fuck if it breaks DMCA, but it is shocking. The lyrics are fucking crazy. How did that get put into the movie? Why has he not, been, brought to justice in modern day? Why is he a free man? What is happening? But yeah, so what the fuck, first of all. Secondly, I learned yesterday that he has a replica of the White House. And then through that, I learned that Tyler Perry has an actual scale replica of the White House as well. But he like rents out to movie production teams to use to like feel like they're in the White House. But I was like, what the fuck? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Do y'all love America that much? What the fuck? I was on a replica of the Titanic one time, and it was crazy. And there was a part of the tour where you could put your hand in a bucket of the water that was the same temperature that they like fell into off of the Titanic. And it was pretty fucking cold. But I remember like being, you know, most kids had like a Titanic phase where we were all just like hyper fixated on like, you know, where is it? How did it break? Whenever it went down, why, you know, if you know, you know. But yeah, replicas of things are really strange to me. I guess they're cool in their own right, but having one of your own and not it being like an attraction somewhere is diabolical. That is fucking weird. But yeah, what the flying fuck. So I saw Mad Max and then Furiosa, sorry, which love Anya Taylor-Joy, that's my girl. That's my fucking girl. I love her so much. I love her so much. But I've watched a lot of movies since I last podcasted, so there's like a lot that are on my mind, but truly just like that one. And then I haven't watched any other movies. I watched the new Bridgerton show, the Queen, what was her name? Caroline? No. Why can I not think of her fucking name? Queen Charlotte. I knew it started with a C. Okay, get out of here. But that shit was so fucking sad. Like, I don't cry at stuff, and I was like weeping. I was like I was like over here in this chair watching my TV over here, and I was weeping at the end. They're like the last few episodes are really rough. But also I got off of my antidepressants, and that's probably why. That's probably why. But yeah, that was really good. Highly recommend. Don't watch it if you're sad though. Forewarning. I watched all of Housewives of Salt Lake City. I watched all of Housewives of Beverly Hills. It's a lot. Those shows are a lot. And they make you feel like really horrible about how much money you have, but it also makes you feel good that rich people are insane, batshit crazy. And no matter how much money you have, you're still gonna have problems and sadness. Which is why I don't ever really like strive for being rich. I'm okay with living in a camper and you know, having $100 in my bank account. That's okay. That's okay. Because I'm happy. And I'm most likely happier than them. Mo money, mo problems. I will say, I have been listening to books. I read this book called Dark Matter. It was really good. There's a show on Apple TV. I have not watched it, but apparently it's really good. So I use Audible, audiobooks, Libby, and Kindle. But I think... Okay, so I finished Fourth Wing and Iron Claw, or whatever the fuck the second one is called. And at first I DNF'd them and talked shit about them, and then I went back and I was like, wait, I actually like these books. Oopsies. So Dark Matter. I started A Touch of Darkness, which I think is about Hades and Persephone. Not sure. And then I read, Project Hail Mary was so fucking good. Boots the House. Oh my god, read it. It's so good. I mean, I've read so many books this year already. It's crazy. Let me go to my reading list. Which, guys, listen to me. Listen now. Lock in. If you are somebody who is like, oh, I don't read, like I can't focus. Me as fuck. I do have a Kindle, which is over there in my little cubby, and I read that on like planes, and like if, you know, there's a sale on like a physical copy of a book, and by physical I mean not audiobook. I'm the same way though, and you can literally just get audiobooks and listen to them while you do shit. I've read so many books because of this, and I think more people should do it. And if you're extra lucky and see that there is it's called a graphic audio version of an audiobook, get that shit on site immediately because it is literally like a whole cast of people that like act out the book. So you feel like you're like listening to a movie. It fucking rocks. Highly recommend. And that's the thing is like there's some books that like have, it's not necessarily like graphic audio, but they do have different narrators for each character. But like for instance, whenever I read Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, like that was a graphic audio, and like there was like sounds, like whenever they were fighting there was like clanging of swords and shit, you know. It was really cool, and I was like, this is so effing lit, like every book should do this. Okay, Dark Matter, Ruthless Vows, which was great. That was the sequel to some Divine Rivals. Yeah, that show was good. The Winter King, that was so good. It was so cute. It was like definitely very like lovey-dovey. House of Flame and Shadow. We're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, so basically those are the ones that I've read this year so far. The next up on my list, well, I'm currently reading Sea of Tranquility, which is good, but I just came off of reading Dark Matter, and it's kind of the same concept, which I didn't realize, with like time traveling stuff. And it's really, wait, no, I finished it. I literally finished Sea of Tranquility yesterday, but that's what I was gonna say, is the book feels so like monotone the whole time and ends like really abruptly, not really on a cliffhanger or anything. It felt unmemorable. Definitely like worth the read if you can't find anything else to read. I just feel like there's so many better books out there. And then I was reading IQ 84 by Murakami, but it's the same fucking way. It's like the book itself is interesting enough to keep you reeled in, but it just doesn't ever like escalate. It stays at one note, but that one note is okay, but it doesn't ever like have any like peaks or pits, you know? And so I haven't, like, I think I've read a third of it because it's so fucking long. But people on Reddit were like, yeah, it stays boring the entire book. So in my head, I was like, I'm going to read stuff that's like actually riveting. Like Andy Weir with Project Hail Mary. That book was so good. Like literally has you on the fucking edge of your seat, bitch. And the audiobook was so good. It was so good. Please do yourself a favor and listen to it or read it. It was like, and at the end you like tear up a little bit because you're like, oh, I don't even have a sip. Oops. But so good. I want to read The Bell Jar, but I've heard it's really depressing. So I'm like, I started Way of Kings. Didn't get into it. I was like, I'll come back to that. I start a lot of books and then I'm like, But Station 11 sounded really good. It's kind of also like I don't know if it's a time travel book. I think it's like back in time or forward in time. Maybe it's like derelict, like modern, you know, what is it called? Like wasteland. Kind of like what's the show everyone's watching? Fallout. I watched Fallout and Walton Goggins could get his meat slurped. He was so fucking fine in that, even as a freaky fucking bitch. A ghoul. He was still fine as hell. Tell me otherwise. Also, he's just so manly. He's so manly, I don't give a fuck. And his southern accent is so fine. Ooh, I want to climb him like a tree. I'm looking at my books right now. I want to read something scary. I was looking up some books on, people recommended, someone said the book Pen Pal, and then someone said Pet Cemetery. I feel like those are very different, you know, different genres, or different categories of horror. Also, there's one called The Troop or something. Y'all, my lips are so dry. that they're like splitting open and bleeding. And I'm telling you, I put chapstick on all fucking day. All day. All day. But I'm actually, this is an insider secret. I'm about to start making my own chapstick. Keep your eyes peeled, bitch. Or maybe it's the Ruins. I think it's the Troop. I don't know. Anyways, on to the next. Okay, so that's movies, TV, books. Now we're on to my favorite format of media to ingest, and that is podcasts on YouTube. So I have my faves, okay? My ones that I watch every single week, without a doubt. Like I'm locked in. I'm a mega fan for life. Been watching forever. And that is Emergency Intercom with Drew and Inya. And then, which congratulations to them for just signing with TMG Studios. Very huge. And also, I love TMG. So I was like, that's so cool. Cody Co. I think it's on his channel called Cody and Co. is my shit. I watch his like reaction videos every week. I think he does like 2 a week. I don't know. I feel like they're very frequent, which I really appreciate. Thank you, Cody. Thank you. He's so funny. I actually have it like in my delusional manifestations that one day I'll make a video with him. We'll see. Crazier things have happened. And then also Brittany Broski, the Broski Report, obviously. That's my bitch. Those 3. And then I really, really love Bad Friends with Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee. And I really love Tiger Belly with Bobby Lee and Kalila. And then I really, really love the Canceled podcast with Brooke and Tana. And then I really love Johnny and Jake. I don't know their last names. The 2 like kind of emo boys. They're singers, but they hang out. Jake used to date Tara Yummy, which she's also a vlogger, and she does stuff with the Dropouts, which is another podcast. I don't know. I just love it all. Like I literally will just like click on every single video that they put out and watch them. I'm a fan. I'm a real one. I will support till the bitter fucking end. And yeah, so if you want to be a supporter of me, click that like and subscribe, please. Yeah. But thank you for watching. I think I'm going to call it here. I think we're at the hour mark. But I'm going to put all my links down below. But yeah, just subscribing and liking is most important right now. I do have an Instagram set up. And then I have like my personal Instagram, which is like my cheeky stuff. So I don't know, keeping, my cheeky world and my shell world separate is weird. Like that whole transition thing, all of that's going to be hard to navigate. But I'm not entirely sure what to do. But yeah. Thank you for watching though. If you've made it this far, it means a lot to me. I want to do this regularly and have like my thing again, because I was on such a schedule with content creation for so long. And now I just feel kind of like lost in the ether. And so having something to like focus on and put my energy into again would be really cool. So let me know what you guys think. Comment down below if you agree or disagree with anything, if you've been watching any of the stuff for Media of the Week. Sorry about that, my video cut off. If you agree with anything for Media of the Week, let me know. If you've read any of those books or you watch any of the same shows, let me know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your time today. And I will hopefully see you again on Monday. I mean, I'm going to post this probably, what's today? I don't know. I might post this on Monday and then I'll see you on next Monday. But yeah, I do have TikToks and all of that. I'll post all my links below. Cheers. Have a good day. See you guys next time. See ya. Bye.